So we're a week away from Thor 4 or Thor Love and Thunder. We're basically 5 movies and 7 TV shows into MCU's Phase 4. And I gotta say, um, I'm a bit confused. What's poppin' YouTube? It's Q back at it again. Another Q reviews. It's my Donald Trump impression. I don't know. It needs a little bit more work. Alright. So today I'm gonna give my thoughts on Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4 so far. Before Thor 4 drops, in this phase we've had Black Widow, Shang-Chi, The Eternals, Spider-Man 3, Doctor Strange 2. Those were the movies. And then we've had like a bunch of TV shows. It's weird because the TV shows haven't quite tied into the movies that are happening along the releases. I'm lost. But we're gonna talk through it. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on the movies and then just kind of what I'm looking forward to. I'm not gonna count Phase 4 out. I'm not gonna do that. That'd be crazy. Just because I already know what Marvel's capable of, but also the movies that are coming out later in Phase 4 are the most like anticipated movies. And of course, I mean, they're bigger names and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna count Phase 4 out. It's just right now, it's a little shaky. But the next, movies in Phase 4, of course, Thor 4, Black Panther 2, Ant-Man 3, Captain Marvel 2, and the Fantastic Four, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Can't forget about the Guardians. Along with the TV shows, you have Wolf by Night, you have She-Hulk, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. We're also gonna get Secret Invasion, Ironheart, Armor Wars, and the Okoye series. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna discuss what I think about the movies that have come out so far. First, we have Black Widow. I've already done a review on Black Widow. I'm gonna put the link in the description. You can check that out if you want to. Don't really have much more to say about that movie. Second movie that we got Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's a good movie. It followed the events of Endgame really well, and it also put things in perspective of how hand-to-hand combat and the mystic arts kind of combined in the MCU. I thought they did a great job with that. The rings, they weren't rings, they were bracelets. I mean, I guess that's cool, but I thought they were rings, bro. I'm looking forward to the sequel. That movie, I give it an 8 out of 10. Next up, The Eternals, or just Eternals. Okay, so here's the thing about Eternals. It's not a bad movie, but it's very far from great. It's a good movie, but it's a bad MCU movie. But I liked it. I like the cast. I like the pacing of it. I thought that it was good. It's just a bad MCU movie. That's all it is. I give it a 4 out of 10. And then we got Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay, it's the best Spider-Man movie, no discussion. Don't really know what to tell you besides it's a top tier superhero film. 10 out of 10. Next movie. And so then we got Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It just came out in May. It's on Disney Plus now. So to me, the best thing about this movie was Wanda Maximoff really just getting her shit off and beating Doctor Strange's ass for about 2 hours. I thought that was really dope. I mean, the Marvel Illuminati, that was cool too for 5 minutes. But I mean, besides that, the movie was mid. It was definitely better in the movie theaters than it is at home. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that movie a 5 out of 10. So those were the only movies that came out so far in the MCU. And next up, I'll talk about the shows. So the first show to come out in Phase 4 in the MCU was WandaVision. I gave my thoughts on the first 2 episodes of WandaVision. I'm not gonna lie, I killed WandaVision when it first came out, but now that I've seen Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and what happens with Wanda, it makes more sense. So I guess that tied into a movie, but at the same time, nah, that's a cop-out. Yo, the show's not for me, but it's better now because I saw her beat his ass. The next show was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Not gonna lie to you, that shit sucked, man. It was not good to me. I think they thought that they were gonna get us with the Black Captain America, and honestly, they could have kept that shit. Anthony Mackie is funny in real life though, so I guess I'll throw some of that into there. I give it a 3 out of 10 though. The next show that came out was Loki. Loki is great. This show was the show that I thought I was gonna hate, but it actually turned out to be my favorite. It's very dope. It introduced the multiverse into the MCU, and it introduced a huge villain that's gonna be what I believe at least on Thanos' levels, which is pretty dope to introduce in the show. Great cast, great story, great directing. It was fire. I give it a 9 out of 10. The next show was What If, which was the MCU's first animated project. That was cool. It seemed like Marvel had fun making that and bringing those stories that we've already been familiar with and kind of adding a twist to it. It seemed like they enjoyed that. So I feel like it made the viewer enjoy it as well. And so I thought it was cool. And I don't know, man. I really enjoyed that they actually made Ultron a villain. What a concept, Joss Whedon. I give the show a 9 out of 10. The next show was Hawkeye. I'm not gonna say that it's the best show, but it's my favorite show that they've produced so far. Hawkeye was set during Christmas time. It brought back Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, and it introduced new characters, some characters that we were already familiar with that weren't in the MCU. And I just thought that it was so dope. Great timing, great pacing. I mean, the last 2 episodes were fan service. It just, to me, you can't really ask for more in a Hawkeye show. So I give it an 8 out of 10. Then we got Moon Knight earlier this year, and okay. It's straight. I feel like it was only made for Moon Knight fans though. Like, you have to know the character. You had to know a lot about Moon Knight and like that area of Marvel to truly enjoy it, in my opinion. The magic that's held in MCU, I felt like it was lacking in that, but I will say the suit was hard. You gotta have a dope suit. The suit was hard. I give it a 4 out of 10 though. And then now, like currently as I'm filming this, Miss Marvel is on Disney Plus right now, and I think the finale is coming up right before Thor premieres. Miss Marvel, honestly, I really like this show. It's good. It has good pacing. It started off kind of slow, but I understand. It's almost like it's actively progressing to kind of illustrate the true essence of a teenager understanding their powers. I love the culture. I love the religious aspect of it. I love the innocence of it. It's dope. I give Miss Marvel an 8 out of 10 as well. Overall, those are my thoughts on the MCU Phase 4 so far. I'm excited for Thor 4. I'm excited for Love and Thunder. I think that it's gonna be a little bit more serious than Ragnarok, but also it's gonna bring in that same comedic style and timing, especially because the Guardians of the Galaxy are in there. I like that it's gonna tie into the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I don't know, man. I would love to see Phase 4 kind of start looping itself together. I know it's the phase of the multiverse and it's introducing the cosmic side of Marvel, but I would like to see it kind of get its shit together a little bit. No offense, Kevin Feige, you're a great guy doing a great job. Just do better a little bit, please. Just me speaking. Who am I? That's all for today's video. So what are your thoughts on Marvel's Phase 4? Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, turn that notification bell so you can see exactly when the new videos drop, because they are dropping, and subscribe to CltrStudios for more content. Until next time, this is Q from QReviews. Thank you for watching. Peace.